Now, what I love about London's theatres is these sort of quaint little corners that you find and think, is this truly backstage? Well, this is the stage door of London's Garrick Theatre. It's a truly historical theatre with lots and lots of famous stars who have appeared here. So I thought today we'd take a little sneak peek around. The Garrick Theatre opened in 1889, and this was at a period where there was a big flourish of theatre openings, basically because Victorians had decided they liked a night at the theatre. Up until that point, it had only really been music hall, and of course more serious plays like Shakespeare. But the Garrick not just offered serious plays, but also class, style and elegance, and even women could attend anything here on their own. Rather risque. Also during the war, the Garrick Theatre tried to play an important part in entertaining the forces. But it closed down in 1941 because it kind of lost out to other small theatres who were offering really better entertainment. Remember, you've got all these visiting GIs in London who were looking for somewhere to go, and not all of them wanted to go to the Windmill, so the Garrick seemed the more obvious place. But it closed down basically for the main part of the war. At one point, the BBC did think that they may take the theatre as some kind of news theatre, indeed do live broadcasts from here, entertainment, simply because it could be useful, as Whitehall down that way wouldn't be that far for our Prime Minister, Winston Churchill, to come up here and actually appear live. Sadly, that didn't materialise either. One star I was lucky enough to interview quite a few times, but here at the Garrick Theatre was the Hollywood actor Christian Slater. Now, he was opening in a big production of a Jack Nicholson movie called One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Now, Christian was very nervous about appearing in front of London audiences, but he had no need. It was a spectacular success for him. Here's the foyer of the Garrick Theatre, very ornate and of course very traditional, and hopefully the few more people in next time you see it. Now, like all good London theatres, way back in the late 60s, when they seemed to be redevelopment mad, the Garrick, along with the Vaudeville and the Adelphi Theatre, was proposed to be redeveloped across Covent Garden by the GLC, the Greater London Council. However, Save London Theatres campaigned to save this beautiful theatre, and that's the reason why we still have it today. We've a lot to thank Save London Theatres for, because they were instrumental in making sure some of these fine buildings weren't torn down in this rash 1960s sort of way of deciding to redevelop. And actually, if you want to take a look at some beautiful interior architecture, which you will see on our filming here, you can see just how ornate and beautiful the Garrick Theatre still remains today. Now, there were not many empty seats at all when my next favourite star, Frankie Howerd, took to the stage at the Garrick Theatre. In fact, it was a sellout for almost all of the run. Now, Frankie himself was very nervous about reappearing in front of a London audience. He had no need though, he was really on spectacular form and the fans simply adored him. Now, what's interesting, Frankie said, well, this is kind of known as more of a playhouse and not really known for comedy or variety. But he changed all of that and made it really an opening for the Garrick now to look at taking comedians and less than straight plays, ensuring of course that it did good box office, just like Frankie did. One of the greatest successes here at the Garrick was J.B. Priestley's An Inspector Calls. That ran for over just 6 years. In more modern times, of course, they've tried to reinvent themselves, put on splendid new productions, including Bad Girls the Musical, which I thought was absolutely fabulous. Another star and close friend of mine was Billie Piper, who made her West End debut here in a thing called Treats. It was box office gold and really paved the way for Billie to move into performing on stage full time. At that point, we'd known her as a pop star and, of course, Doctor Who's companion. I hope you've enjoyed our short film all about the wonderful Garrick Theatre. If you have, can I ask you to share and like at the bottom? Share it with all your friends because we really want to celebrate the wondrous thing that is London Theatre. I'm Neil Sean. I'll see you next time when we take another look at one of my favourite theatres.